Hey guys, Jenny PRD. Thanks so much for checking in. My diet and disease prevention series continues with heart disease. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all different types of dietary tips to help you hopefully prevent heart disease. So first things first is reducing your sodium. You also want to increase fruit and vegetable consumption. You want to include whole grains as well as nuts in your diet, and you want to choose low fat or non-fat dairy. All right, so sodium, probably one of the hardest habits to kick, but your tongue and your taste definitely get used to salt. So the more sodium you use, the more sodium you're going to continue to need. So if you gradually start reducing your sodium intake, you'll notice at first, but once you use less and less sodium over time, the next time you have something really salty, you're really going to notice. So in one salt packet that you'd get from a to-go or takeout restaurant, those tiny little white packets, there is 300 milligrams of salt. So in a day, it's recommended by the American Heart Association to have 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. So that's a fifth of what you'd need, and that's not going to include what's already cooked in your food. And a teaspoon of sodium or salt has 2,400 milligrams. So that's 900 more milligrams than you need in a day. So again, if you cook at home, there's definitely ways to add flavor without salt, and I'm going to do a video on that as well. If you eat out often and dine out often, there's definitely a lot of sodium, or can be a lot of sodium in those types of foods. Packaged foods are full of sodium a lot of times. Canned foods can have salt as well. Read your food labels and look for no added salt or reduced sodium to have better options there when it comes to canned food. And again, bread is a unbelievable source of sodium. You would never think so, but there tends to be a lot of sodium in just bread products. So just read your food labels just so you are aware of what you're eating. So increasing fruit and vegetables, right? Ideally 5 to 9 servings per day. So if you can have one serving or more at all of your meals, and if you snack as well, that's really going to help you get to those 5 to 9 servings each day. So a serving is a cup of raw vegetables, half a cup of cooked vegetables, or half a cup of canned or diced fruit, one medium fruit, which is about the size of a tennis ball, and a quarter cup of dried fruit is a serving. So, a whole variety of servings there, all different types of options that you can start adding to your meals to make sure you're getting those 5 to 9 servings per day. Then there's whole grains. Whole grains are fantastic for the fiber content. I'm going to do another video all about fiber as well, but types of whole grains are oatmeal, bulgur, brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole grain pasta, whole grain crackers. There's tons of different options out there. Again, you want to read your food label and make sure that the first ingredient listed is whole wheat or whole grain. Another thing is adding nuts to your diet. Nuts are a fantastic source of vitamin E. They are full of monounsaturated fats. They're a good source of fiber. They're a good source of protein, and they have no cholesterol. So all plant foods have no cholesterol. I know if you buy a container of nuts, it says no cholesterol or cholesterol-free food. It's because it's a plant. So that's just a tip on the side there. And then your last thing you want to do is reduce the fat content of your dairy products. So choosing low fat or non-fat dairy products. So that can be skim milk or 1% milk, low fat or fat-free yogurt. Let's see, even cheese, reduced fat cheese. I wouldn't do fat-free cheese. It's not going to melt. It's just kind of weird. But if you could buy mozzarella made with part skim, or, there's cheddar out there for sure that is reduced fat as well. And even Swiss cheese, I always joke, it's lower in fat and sodium because of the holes. But no, ounce for ounce, it's comparable to other cheeses. It's just naturally lower in sodium. So those are some of my tips for you to hopefully help you prevent heart disease. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.